Stolen apples taste the sweetest. See them hanging in the pale moonlight. You won't feel those cuts and bruises as you reach for your prize in the night. Pluck them down, take the very first bite. Don't tell anyone our secret, said the farmer to his darling wife. Oh no, don't tell me. Some in the districts are not happy with this life. Oh sweetheart, won't you pass me the paring knife? Stolen apples taste the sweetest. 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 Eve called Adam to the garden. Look at these, won't you try some? No, said Adam, that's forbidden. Okay, well, just one little one. Well, just one little one. Stolen apples plucked down in their prime. Stolen apples hanging heavy on my mind. Heavy on, heavy on, heavy on my mind. Heavy on, heavy on, heavy on my mind. Stolen apples taste the sweetest. Stolen apples taste the sweetest. Stolen apples taste the sweetest. Stolen apples taste the sweetest.
On the inside sleeve, our special guest in the studio today is Jane Tyrrell, who has brought in Dustin on keys, who co-produced her latest album, Echoes in the Aviary, and the man tuning the guitar in the corner is Nick, and they've come in to perform for us today. Thank you very much for coming in.
Oh, thank you. It's our pleasure.
We've been waiting for your solo effort for a long time, Jane. Now, this is, I think, because you're a very creative person. You not only juggle a career as a great vocalist, but you also have another career.
Well, I studied fine arts and then I went into graphic design, and I've been practicing as a freelance graphic designer, fine artist and art director for the last couple of years with my partner in business. And it's been a fun ride, but also, it keeps me very busy. So juggling music, songwriting and that is... I always say it's like a fine spirit level, getting the balance right.
Was it a struggle in amongst all that, the fact that you are so busy? Was there also a difficulty in coming to the table as a solo artist? Because we've seen you as a part of so many great collectives.
Yeah. So at times it was very challenging because I'd have deadlines on and then I'd go and meet Dustin at the studio and have to just switch brains and try and be open. You know, it's a very different brain. Songwriting, it's this free, open space where you try and let ideas flow and not judge them, whereas design's so critical almost immediately because you're on a clock and it's, you know, so it was very difficult shifting, but after a while kind of we got into a momentum and, you know, as the track started to kind of take shape, it got a lot easier. And now next time I do it, I'll kind of have had that experience, and so hopefully it'll be easier.
It was remiss of me not to mention the last track you did, which is the only cover you have on the album, which is a Paul Kelly track,
That's right.
Stolen Apples. How did you come to choose that?
Well, I toured with Paul during the writing of the record as kind of the sidekick for Earth Boy, which is awesome. We did a theatre tour with Paul for his Spring and Fall album, and it was national and it was in theatres, and I kind of wondered whether I should not do the tour because I should be writing songs and I really wanted to bang it out, but then I kind of had that moment of what the hell as if you wouldn't do it. One, because it's PK, and also just theatres are my most favourite venue to play, and so I had a lot of difficulty writing songs during that period because I was in awe of Paul. Every night I'd watch his 2-hour set and eventually started singing in his 2-hour set almost every night, and it became very difficult to then go back and go, oh, God, where do you start now? You know, but so I talked to Paul on the tour and about songwriting, and we had a good chat. And I said, oh, you know, it'd be nice to, do a co-write or something. And he was really excited about it. And Dustin and I were chatting midweek in the tour, and I said, how about we just like look at one of Paul's songs we love and do a cover, and you know that might get us in the space. And really, we just spat it out in like it was a matter of hours. This, you know, reimagining of Stolen Apples, which is kind of a song I feel like encapsulated the songwriting style I was going for and visually the kind of scene I wanted to get at. So I presented that to Paul and he absolutely loved it. And he said, I hope it makes the cut on your album, and came to the first performance of it. And we've, kept up a really beautiful mentor relationship, and that's wonderful.
It was one of those rare CDs that came onto my desk, and the moment I put it in, I played Wild Waters that day that it arrived, and I believe you're going to conclude with that track today. Yeah. I wanted to ask you, you had mentioned this was a track that had sort of been hanging around in demo form, and you also mentioned that it's a love song, and I'm wondering whether the two are connected, if you get my drift.
I mean, it's funny, the album started out with heartbreak, you know, like, that adult thing where you realise something's not working out and you part. That's where I started, you know, so I was starting from scratch after being with someone for a really long time. And then towards the end of the album, I'd met the love of my life. And so I kind of felt like I needed that to be documented and I guess try and be metaphorical about it. But I'd never really had a go at singing a love song. I love singing other people's love songs, and I didn't know where to start writing it. Pip and I collaborated on those lyrics, and it was the last song to be tracked. It was quite late at night, and Chris, my partner, was there, and kind of it was just very special. And I feel like I can hear it. You know, there's a spirit in the song, and there's a real, it's just a very genuine vocal take. Yeah.
Excellent. Well, we look forward to hearing it now, and all the best with the album and the tour.
You.
Jane and Dustin and Nick, thanks for coming into the studio.
Thanks so much for having us.
You'll never notice out of control is these wild waters throwing us about. I wanna know if you can control it, knowing all my will is gone. Are we running them all cold? Just trying to stay afloat. You always said don't fight, I could use it and rise above. Everything else is spinning out. I got a line to the center. You always said don't fight, I could use it and rise above. Everything else is spinning out. I got a line to the center. throwing us about. But something about this brings out your finest, calming all this water down. So throw at us all you got. We have weathered enough to go. You set on fire, I could use it and rise above. Everything else is spinning out. I got a line to the center. You set on fire, I could use it and rise above. Everything else is spinning out. I got a line to the center. We were just going to do a bit, but I enjoyed it, so we did it all.
That wasn't it. Is that it?
I don't know. Do you want to do it again?
Right.
Oh, wow.